Generative AI is changing, well, pretty much everything. But what happens when you drop it into one of the most high-stakes, heavily regulated fields out there? That's what we're digging into today. How AI is becoming a kind of smart co-pilot for writing and managing standard operating procedures, SOPs, in the pharma and biotech world.
Okay, but before we dive in, let me ask you something. What do you think is the #1 reason companies in pharma and biotech get hit with warning letters from the FDA? Is it something like product contamination? Maybe a big equipment failure? What's your guess?
Well, the answer is probably not what you're thinking. It's not some dramatic lab accident or a busted machine. It's paperwork. Yep, bad paperwork. And that is the exact problem we're going to tackle.
So this leads us right into what I call the persistent SOP problem. And believe me, it's a challenge that has been bugging this industry for decades. And it's way more serious than it sounds.
And what's really staggering here is just how consistent this problem is. For 5 years in a row, the top issue the FDA flags has nothing to do with the actual science. It's all about the instructions. We're talking about procedures that are either completely missing, written so poorly that nobody can actually follow them, or they're just straight up ignored. This isn't just a small hiccup. It's a massive compliance risk.
All right, so just to make sure we're all on the same page here, what is an SOP? Think of it as the official playbook. It's the set of instructions that make sure everyone does a critical task the exact same way every single time. Why? To guarantee the final product is consistent, safe, and meets every single quality standard.
And this brings us to the million-dollar question, right? On one hand, you've got this chronic, expensive problem of terrible documentation. And on the other, you've got this incredibly powerful new technology. So could generative AI finally be the solution to this decades-old compliance headache? Let's find out.
Okay, so how can you actually start using AI for this stuff without, making things worse? The key is to start small, with tasks that are low risk but offer high value. Let's break down a really simple 3-prompt toolkit you can start using pretty much right away.
First up, and definitely the safest place to start, is ideation. Seriously, think of the AI as your brainstorming buddy. Instead of just staring at a blank page, you can have the AI generate a solid, foundational list of all the SOPs you might need for a new project or department.
And this right here shows the #1 rule of using AI. Context is king. A basic prompt like, "Give me SOPs for a drug company," is going to give you a generic, honestly pretty useless list. But look at that improved prompt. We've added details. What kind of company? The trial phase, the disease, location, what's being outsourced, and boom. You get a specific, prioritized, and genuinely useful starting point.
All right, next up, readability. Let's be honest, a lot of existing SOPs are just dense. They're confusing, and they're written on a language that only a regulator could love. Well, AI is fantastic at taking that super complex text and making it clear, concise, and just plain easier for the people who actually have to do the work to understand and follow.
And once again, it all comes down to the quality of your prompt. A simple rewrite this is fine. But check out the improved version. You're asking the AI to do so much more, to basically act like a compliance expert. It can spot conflicting information, see if it aligns with FDA expectations, and even follow your company's specific style guide. This takes it from a simple cleanup job to a really powerful review.
Okay, the third tool in our little kit here is all about training. A 50-page document is not a training tool, right? Nobody's going to remember all that. But AI can instantly take that dense text and distill it down into something practical that employees can actually use on the job.
Now, the real magic trick here is giving the AI a persona. Look at this prompt. By telling it to pretend you're a professional GCP trainer, you unlock a completely different level of quality. It's not just summarizing anymore, it's creating a useful checklist. It's thinking ahead about common mistakes. It's building an FAQ. It's basically generating a whole training module from a single document. How cool is that?
So, we've seen the potential, right? It's fast, it's powerful, and it kind of seems like a magic bullet. But now it's time for a reality check, because using AI for compliance isn't quite as simple as just copying and pasting. Look, it's true. With a really good prompt, generative AI can spit out a beautiful, perfectly formatted, super professional-looking SOP in seconds. I mean, it looks absolutely perfect. It checks all the boxes for format, it's got all the boilerplate language. But here is the absolute most important question. Does that perfectly clean document actually reflect the messy, day-to-day reality of how your company works? The answer is almost always no. Your processes are unique. They're built around your teams, your tools, your specific challenges.
And this quote from Sean Knights really hits the nail on the head. If you hand an auditor a generic, super complicated SOP that just doesn't match the size or capabilities of your company, that's a huge red flag. It basically screams, this document is just for show, it's not what people are actually doing.
So, it is absolutely crucial to understand these 4 big risks. First, AI has no idea about your context. It doesn't know your people, your specific workflow, or the software you use. Second, it can just be plain wrong. It might make stuff up or cite regulations that are years out of date. Third, and this is a big one, public AI tools are a major confidentiality risk. You can't just paste proprietary info in there. And finally, all of this comes together to create what we call shelfware. You know, those documents that look great but get ignored because they have nothing to do with reality.
So if just letting AI do its thing isn't the answer, then what is? Well, the smart strategy is to create a partnership between human expertise and artificial intelligence. The key concept here is something called keeping a human in the loop. So, human in the loop, or HITL for short, basically means you treat the AI as your co-pilot, not the pilot. It's a model where your own subject matter experts are always there to supervise, to guide, and to double-check the AI's output. The human is and absolutely must remain in control.
What this means is that the role of your human expert is totally non-negotiable. You have to verify every single fact the AI gives you because it can and it will make mistakes. You have to make sure the procedure is relevant to your unique situation, not some generic template. You've got to confirm it aligns with all the current regulations, which, by the way, can change faster than AI models get updated. And, of course, you provide the final human sign-off. The bottom line is, the AI suggests, you decide.
At the end of the day, the goal here isn't to rip out your quality management system and replace it with some AI black box. No way. It's to strategically embed these incredibly powerful new tools within the robust frameworks you already have to make them even more efficient and effective. So I'll leave you with this thought from AI pioneer Dr. Fei-Fei Li, which I think sums this up perfectly. Artificial intelligence is not a substitute for human intelligence. It is a tool to amplify human creativity and ingenuity. And when you're talking about compliance, that is the smartest way to think about it. Use AI not as a shortcut, but as a way to amplify your own team's expertise.